So I'm play Brad. I'm the step parent to Mark's kids. Mark plays Dusty. He's kind of the cliche alpha male who, someone who walks in a room and all the heads turn as to the guy that you wish you could be. And yet I'm willing to accept him back into our family to help kind of, to be the adult and allow him to co-parent with me, and all hell breaks loose. Yeah, but it was great to team up with Mark again. We kind of picked up right where we left off with the other guys, and had a lot of fun. It's a question of what's the difference between being a father and then being a dad, and I think being a dad is kind of taking the extra step to just be there, but to not be intimidated by the fact that you're really out of control and you're making it up as you go along, but to be safe with that. I mean, being a dad really helped in this role. I tried to, Mark would always tell our kid actors that reminded them that he was their real dad, and to be very mean to me because I'm the stepdad. So I felt hated and unwanted on the set a lot of times. So that helped. That helped my performance. You know what? I think people can't help but like this movie. It's so charming, and I mean, it's funny, but it's it sounds cliche to say, but it's really sweet, and it's I like that it's not cliche, and that yes, we're rivals and we're battling it out, but in the end, no one's really the bad guy, and we kind of for once stop acting like children and start acting like adults and figure out a solution that'll help the family. So it's funny, yet it has a message, and I think it's a good combination of the both. I would jump at the chance to do it again. I think the feeling's mutual. But as it goes, everyone starts working on their own projects again. So we'll figure out another thing.
Well, every day was a blast. Will is such a funny guy, and they really, they kind of encourage you to play around and try things, and you can risk looking ridiculous because you're in good hands with Will and his guys. So every day was just crazy. It's been fantastic. When you have a good movie, it's easy to come out and promote it and talk about it. And this movie is fantastic. I mean, it's something that both parents and kids can enjoy together. And that's not an easy thing to accomplish. I know normally when I go to movies with my kids, I'm pretty much falling asleep. I take advantage of that as a nice nap time or to catch up on the scores on my iPhone. But with this, parents and kids can really enjoy it together.
Would you like to work with Will again?
Not after that little episode. No, of course, he's so a blast to work with. It was like the first time around when we made a movie, there was no pressure to work together again. We both got busy schedules and we do our own thing, but when it came together and it made sense, it was a lot of fun. Well, yes, I play Dusty, who is, he's a bit of a loose cannon. He's out there running around trying to save the world. When he realizes that his wife is now remarried and now there's a stepdad in the house, somebody else is basically filling his shoes. He wants to go and win the kids back over. And the other half of the question was? Sorry.
Just what it means to be a real dad.
Being involved, being there, being a good listener, understanding, but also, disciplined and firm and all those things.
I mean, the film's got some crazy moments in it. Were there any in particular that you had a lot of fun filming? Particularly the basketball sequence must have been a real treat.
Basketball sequence was fun. It was all fun. I mean, except for dancing, and I knew the daddy-daughter dance at the end was going to be fantastic, but I don't like the idea of dancing, especially in front of a crew and loads of other people. It's just not, unless I'm like out with my wife and we're like, I've had a couple of drinks, I don't want to dance. Not at 8 o'clock in the morning in front of a bunch of people. So.
Obviously, you're working with Will again. What makes him such a special talent? Why do you think he is so great?
Well, obviously because he's so funny, but his humor comes from a nice place. Most comedians are dark, and Will is just a sweet guy who really enjoys making people laugh, and he's very good at what he does. So,
have you got a message to fans before you leave us?
Yes. God bless you guys. Happy holidays, and go enjoy Daddy's home with your family.
What happened to the eye, mate?
Everyone asks, and I wish I could say something cooler, but I really can't. I was in Berlin for my 21st birthday celebrating and thought I'd give ice skating a go. And I'm not the best ice skater in the world, mate, as you can probably tell, but yes, I'm not going to forget it, mate. I'm not going to forget it.
With a little bit of distance now, how do you feel about the whole Stereo Kicks experience?
Well, I enjoyed it for what it was. I had the most amazing year of my life on the X Factor, so I don't regret any of it. But I'm sort of happy that we've disbanded now, because I can concentrate on doing my own stuff, like being my own person, being my own artist, and do the music I want to perform, rather than sort of feeling like I was sort of conforming just because I was given that opportunity to join a band. Because I've said it before, and I didn't mean any disrespect to the rest of the boys, but like, I never really wanted to be in a band, so I'm sort of happy that I had the experience with them, because I made friends and we had the best journey of our lives, doing like touring the world, like playing to arenas, and that doesn't really happen to many 20-year-olds. So I appreciated it, but now I've used it for the exposure, and the fans have stayed so loyal, and I'm so grateful for that. And yeah, I just can't wait to become my own artist and become Jake Sims now. To be honest, Louis was a lovely guy. Like I got on really well with him. He was quite close with me and Casey from the band, and he always like invited us in his dressing room just to chill out with him and just talk. And so my opinion of him was, I think, a little bit different to a lot of other people's opinions. He was a nice guy, and he knew my name, so that's all I like. He did know our names. I think just live TV. You know, everyone makes mistakes. Like Ollie this year, like it's live TV in it. So, but he was a lovely guy. He was a nice guy. I have been watching it, and now like I really liked Lauren, but she's gone, and I've liked Louisa and Che right from the start. But I think I'm a more predominantly Louisa fan, so I think she's might go on to win it. I've just finished my EP in the studio, and that should be out early next year, like January, February sort of time. So I'm really excited about that. It's like completely different to what I was doing with Stereo Kicks. It's like I grew up listening to like rap and hip hop, so I wanted to incorporate my influences into my EP. So I've got a lot of like hip hop beats. Like I was like putting all the like sort of like thinking myself, and obviously writing it all myself, and I'm doing a lot of rapping, and I'm just really excited for the world to hear it, man. I've grew up listening to Eminem. He's been like my idol since I was too young to even listening to his stuff, to be honest. But like Ed Sheeran, like Kendrick Lamar, Jay-Z, all that kind of stuff, man. Just I'm a massive hip hop fan, so I wanted to incorporate sort of how I've sort of developed as an artist, and wanted to get into music, into my own stuff. So yeah, I'm excited, man.
So you've got the EP coming out. Are there going to be any live dates can people come and see you?
Yeah, definitely. We've got nothing actually confirmed yet, but I'm doing a launch gig for my EP, which will be in London somewhere, and I think that'll probably be like I said, about January, February. So yeah, I'm really excited for that, man, because the fans have been being really patient, because I haven't given them any music, but they've still been so loyal, still being so active on Twitter and like all my medias and stuff. So yeah, just can't wait to get out there and show them like thank them for being patient, man.
I guess my final question, have you got a message to those fans before you leave us to go and enjoy the film tonight?
Yeah, I love you guys. Thank you so much for the support. I promise you the EP is going to be worth the wait. Love you guys. Cheers.
Looking forward to the film.
Always. Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg, two of my favourite comedians. Love what they did with the other guys, so I'm really happy they've teamed up again. And yeah, anything Will Ferrell does just makes me die with laughter. So I'm a mega fan, to say the least.
Of course, this is a film all about daddies. What do you think is the essence of a good dad?
Essence of a good dad, you know what? Being there. That's everything to me. Like, you know, I've got very supportive parents, and they always just said, do whatever you want to do, but do it with a bit of respect, do it with pride, and just good advice, I think. Yeah. At the moment, like purely in the fashion world at the moment, like Taylor Morris taking off, like global distribution, and Selfridges, Harvey Nichols and Harrods. So if you could have asked me that when I started it 2 years ago, I don't think I could have been happier. So delighted with the way things are.
Do you feel that is a success that you couldn't have achieved without being a part of the show?
It's a very fair question. I've asked myself the same question. I don't know. I mean, like, look, I work a lot harder for less money now, but you know what? I kind of enjoy it. So no, I think, look, Made in Chelsea opened a lot of doors, but the fashion world's cruel and not very kind. So without having the quality there, it's very hard to back that up with just having like a reality TV name.
Before, you've talked about wanting to do more serious broadcasting, more kind of documentary kind of presenting work. How's that going? Are we going to see more of that?
Yeah, I mean, I pitched a few ideas. Unfortunately, they didn't come off. I don't know if I was fully committed to them, but, you know, I think where I am now, like, things are good, and when opportunities present themselves, then so be it. But for now, very happy it's Christmas, and happy to be here.
What are your plans for Christmas? Anything big going on?
I'm with family for Christmas lunch, and then I'm on the last plane out of here to Cape Town.
A big Will Ferrell fan, yeah. Yeah, very big.
Why are you such a big Will Ferrell fan? What do you like about him?
Funny. It's very funny. I like a funny film. It's easy to watch. So like Semi-Pro, Step Brothers, Elf, all great films.
And of course, there's a film all about daddies. What do you think's the essence of a good dad, a good parent?
I kind of go by my dad's like with me, and he's always there, very supportive. So yeah, I'd say that, just being there.
Where are we going to see you in 2016? What have you got planned for next year?
Well, I can't say that, I can't. But I'll be back on TV.
I mean, I guess looking back to 2015, what was the highlight for you? It's been a crazy year for you as always.
I had quite a nice quiet time on Towie, so probably the fact that it was nice and quiet. I'd say it's the fact it was nice and quiet, quite a few quiet series.
I mean, the show keeps going from strength to strength. Why do you think that is? Why are people still so fascinated by Towie?
Fantastic fan base. The fans keep supporting it. The fans want to see the cast grow and develop and mature, so I think that's what it is, really.
Is it hard for you having so much of your actual life out there for the public and for the fans, like you say?
Yeah, but obviously you do keep some things back for yourself. So you reveal so much, but there's that 10% that's sacred to you, so you still have that to hold on to. So, yeah, it's a decision I made and one I stick to.
Overall, do you think the show has been good or bad for the reputation of Essex?
It depends how you look at it. I think bad in perhaps maybe some of the girls and some of the things that happen, storyline-wise, can be a bit questionable. But I think for the tourism there and the actual Essex on the map, people in LA know what Essex is now, whereas maybe before they wouldn't have.
You talk about with some of the girls, what are you kind of talking about when you say that?
I think like the fake tits, the plastic surgery, the sort of thing that is apparently a stereotype Essex girl, which I don't believe it is, but yeah.
I guess the other question that fans always have about the show is how structured is it? I mean, because obviously, like you say, some of your real life you're kind of keeping very private. What we see on screen, how real is that in that sense?
It is really real. We have briefings, but our opinions are our own. Obviously, we have to get put together for it to be filmed, but what's said on camera, by whether it be myself or a fellow cast member, is exactly what they think.
Have you had any particular experiences with fans that really meant a lot to you, that have really touched you?
I went to Little Havens Hospice last Christmas to take presents there and met the kids, played Play-Doh, and that was really nice. They're all fans of the show, the families are fans of the show, so that was nice. Rewarding. It was nice.
Do you have other plans though beyond the show, things that you'd like to achieve yourself personally?
Yeah, I've started a hair brand called Black Label. It's a men's hair brand. We sell it in 70 countries. I want to make the best hair brand in the world for men. That'll be my legacy.
I mean, in terms of hair brand, I mean, is that products? So can you tell us a bit more about that?
Yeah, it's all like men's hair products. It's essential men's hair products. So it's a luxury brand for men.
We're going to let you go and enjoy the film. Have you got a message to fans before you leave us, though?
Thank you for your support. Enjoy your Christmas and a Happy New Year.
I'm a huge Will Ferrell fan, but I'm even bigger Mark Wahlberg fan, I think. Wahlberg?
Yeah.
It's cold, I'm
That's his
sorry.
mate. That's his mate.
Whatever his name is, you love him. Why do you like Mark Wahlberg so much?
I love him first and foremost because he's a rapper. Well, he used to be, didn't he?
Yeah.
That's absolutely amazing. And he's just a really good actor. I really, really appreciate him as a person.
What do you think is the essence of being a good dad?
Ask Cameron. Cameron Campbell.
Yeah, don't ask the character. I think as long as you're there and you look after them, I think it's probably a pretty good starting point. A good role model. A good role model. Listen, there you go.
Shout.
Listen and don't shout. Be calm and assertive. I think for me, the stuff in the cabin was up there.
Yeah, definitely.
We went away to the cabin to.
When we found out about you.
About me killing her parents, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it all came out.
Plenty of mushrooms, yeah. And it was nice. We were away on location. It wasn't like filming normally we do at Lyme, and it was very, very intense. It was brilliant. And being stuck in a cabin for a week with her and Jess Ellis and Fab Santina was a struggle, but we made it.
What can we look forward to in 2016?
Ooh, it's going dark. It's going really bad.
Yeah. Obviously, the whole thing with Ziggy and Tegan and Leela's come out, and obviously at the minute Leela's disappeared with her daughter and Cameron's on the warpath, I think, and we're going to see a lot of things happen. And obviously we've got the huge explosion. As to whether Ziggy and Leela make it out, we don't know. You have to watch.
All my handiwork.
Yeah.
Potentially. I think I could say that. Yeah, it's my handiwork. Me and my
It
motorbike.
will be.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got you're the cause of everything that happens from
knack-
now on, especially.
A real knack for explosives.
Yeah.
Have you got a message to fans?
Keep watching.
Keep watching and don't believe all the bad stuff people say about me. The character.
Believe it all. Believe it all. Mwah.
I'm really looking forward to a good comedy because I've not seen a cinema in a month. I haven't seen a massive screen or a comfy seat or popcorn for a month. I'm really excited.
Obviously, you've been deprived for a month, but there were some highlights down there as well. Looking back, what are your fondest memories?
I have got so many laughable moments that I actually, like the cyclone. I feel like all the trials mounted up to that one cyclone moment where I just took the power back.
In terms of the other people, is there anyone you're missing and who are you not missing?
Do you know what? It's weird waking up every day and not, well, for the one day I've been out, and not seeing Duncan's face, Tony yelling at us to wake us up, George still in his sleeping bag with Vicky, still in her sleeping bag, and Yvette just sat really sad on her bed.
And are you proud of yourself, not just for surviving, but for doing as well as you did?
I am so proud of myself because at one point I wanted to give up, but I didn't give up. And therefore, in life, you should never give up because there's always the light at the end of the tunnel.
When you got back to civilization, what was the first thing you did in your hotel room?
I ate loads of puddings. I ordered 2 puddings, but because my belly couldn't take it, I was sick. That's good. I wanted to eat it back in. Ew!
When you're not stuffing yourself with pudding, what have you got planned for 2016? What have you got?
I'd probably go to the gym more so I can eat more pudding.
Have you got a message to fans before you leave us?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone, for voting. You have been amazing, and I love you all. And thank you for your Twitter and Instagram messages.